League of Legends lore is long, so I will be doing the fun, interesting only facts about champions in under a few minutes for people with short attention spans like you and me. Let's do Shen. Shen is from Ionia and the son of a man named Kusho. In Ionia, there is a group called the Kinko Order. This group is a bunch of warriors created to maintain peace in Ionia, and Kusho was the leader of this group, aka the Eye of Twilight. Shen was taught most of his training from Kusho, and at a young age, Shen becomes friends with a servant called Zed, who at this time was actually called Govos. Long story short, Shen and Govos train together, and eventually Kusho takes in Govos as his own son. Skip some time, Govos and Shen become really close and are besties. One day as they are training together, they hear of a serial killer loose in Ionia who goes by the name of Kada Jin. Govos, Shen and Kusho go hunting for Jin. It's worth noting, as they are hunting for Jin, they see the remains of people Jin had killed, and it was really twisted that the mentor of Govos and Shen was sickened by what they were seeing. So there's a lot of pent up frustration with Jin from Shen and Govos. Eventually they find Jin and capture him. As they do this, Govos wants to kill Jin as he is dangerous, but Kusho intervenes and mentions we should imprison him instead. This really annoyed Govos, but he agreed. And side note, Kusho changes Govos' name to Usan at this point. Okay, cool, skip some time. Noxus invaded Ionia. Usan wanted to defend Ionia with the Kinko Order, but Kusho's stance was that the Kinko Order does nothing and remains peaceful. Which by the way is stupid. And I agree with Zed with all of this, and if you want to see Zed's side to all of this lore, it's in the description. Anyways, Usan gets frustrated and learns forbidden shadow magic. Once he learns this, he quits the Kinko Order and creates his own group called the Order of the Shadow, and Usan changes his name to Zed. This group is similar to the Kinko that they want to protect Ionia, but they are willing to do anything to protect Ionia, even if it means being violent. Okay, so Zed makes a new order. He then needs to take over the Kinko Order's main base because then the rest of his team can also learn shadow magic. He attacks the base, kills everyone, and fake kills Kusho. It's worth noting it's a fake kill because only Zed knows Kusho is alive. Shen at this point believes Zed killed Kusho, so despises him. Backstory, Noxus eventually leaves Ionia. Shen hates Zed. There is tension between the civilians and the two groups. I'm going to pause this here and talk about Shen and Akali. Akali was Shen's student. He teaches her everything, and she also hates Zed as Zed kills her dad. And after Kusho fake died, Shen becomes the new Eye of Twilight and rebuilds the Kinko Order again from scratch. Cool, so what happens next? A few things. Jin gets released from prison. Zed finds this out and wants to capture Jin again. He knows he can't do it alone, so he approaches Shen to do this. Shen says no and tells Zed to go away. Zed leaves. Akali takes it in her own hands to capture Jin. She tries to get Jin, but in turn gets captured by Jin. Shen and Zed agree to alliance to get Jin. They go and get Jin and capture him, and we assume Jin is in prison again for the second time. That is basically most of Shen's lore. I will explain a few other details that are important and interesting to his lore. Firstly, Akali gets annoyed with Shen's peaceful stance, and him not standing up to defend the civilians who were impacted by the war and the tensions after the war. So she leaves the order. They don't hate each other, but she does leave. Akali's lore is in more detail in the description. Check it out after this video. Secondly, Kusho the Rat was the one to free Jin from prison. Kusho basically realizes he is wrong about being peaceful, so frees Jin, thinking that Ionia would be aggressive to get Jin, and realize peace is not always the answer. Kusho is genuinely the biggest snake in all of Ionia. Also, Shen still has no idea that Kusho is alive. And finally, Zed sleeps with Shen's lover, a girl called Yevnai. All in all, Shen's lore is very interesting. He grows up being peaceful due to his dad's teaching, but doesn't even know that his dad doesn't want to do that himself. And he also becomes conflicted with his own thoughts after Akali leaves the order because he doesn't know if he's doing the right thing or not. Kinda interesting, and I do feel bad for him. His brother Zed leaves him, and his dad is supposedly dead. Shen's a good guy. What do you think of his lore? Let me know in the comments. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. They do take time to make, so a like, comment and subscription is appreciated. Have a good day.